What is up, risk takers? Today I am playing Risk Global Domination on PC, playing the Pangea map, so I'm going to give you some additional thoughts on what has become one of my favorite boards. Standard settings apply. Progressive cards, 60-second turns, balance splits for rolls, no novices, expert AI, no fog, no blizzard, and I am first to act. So I've been given this piece of the North American continent. I don't like this position. It's too big and it's too in the way. And if you guys know anything about how I like to play, I like to try and find somewhere on the board to hide. So I'm going to do on my first turn is I'm going to take this territory and consolidate this position, but I'm not going to completely give this one up. So I'm going to put 2 there, make sure I'm 100% to roll on that one, and I'm going to very slightly guard the middle, so I just don't accidentally lose all of that, and no one gets the bright idea to stick themselves right in the middle of my board position. That seems like a great turn 1. So we can talk about this map. I've played a lot more, so this is how it breaks down. You have Asia worth 9, but you have to hold this peninsular part as well. This is actually where I like to hang out the most, because it's out of everyone's way. It's one of the 2 poles of this board, and it's not really worth anything, so no one's fighting over it, as opposed to this corner. So you have a 2 for 3 and a 2 for 2. And these continents are a bloodbath. Everyone wants to hold them, everyone wants to take them, and everyone wants to fight over them. Let's see if blue takes the bait. Because blue looks like it has a good start in Australia. I wouldn't have put there, I would have put there. If you're trying to roll on a 2. Oh no, it looks like blue is AFK. That's too bad. So blue's turned into a bot. What am I playing 2 opponents now? I'm playing against orange, who has 400 hours in the game, 200 some wins to 750 losses. And purple, flying the flag of Spain, who has a even win-loss ratio. So this guy is good. Okay, purple is good. They're a beginner, but they're good. So I will watch very carefully what they do on their first turn and play accordingly. Purple takes the middle. That's fine. So what I want to do is I want to not lose this position, but I want to slowly expand out of here. And hopefully these 2 stick around, at least into the mid-game. Green might have something to say about that, though. I don't want to lose my 3. Okay, they go the other way. Good. This 3 is going to likely stand there for a while then, because the bot has moved out of my way. Or not. So, Brazil is a very key territory. You see how many different ones it connects to. It's kind of a nexus of this whole mid-center. Do I want to take it and hold it, or do I want to try and move through it? I actually think the answer is neither. I think I'm going to have an eye to connect these 2 armies next turn through Brazil, but right now I'm just going to take this out of the way piece. And that's fine for my turn 2. I have an eye to connect in Brazil next turn, and then I'll have my 1 big army. That will be my striking position in every direction. And I'll have the rest of this as kind of a bulwark against just accidentally getting defeated. Things to think about in progressive. You don't want to get eaten. So I try and do the thing that lets me survive to the next round. Orange is going to be in my way from consolidating. Very interesting plan, but it won't really work because I can cut through the southern part of South America and move around him, which is fine. That's what I'll do. Orange is also spread in a lot of different places, so they'll get thinned out. It looks like the bot is taking... Oh no, that breaks my connection. Looks like the bot is put itself in a very strong spot by having now these 2 continents, and nobody's going to break it. If you can control this corner from the beginning of the game without really fighting over it, then it's worth a lot. But the problem is everyone has that idea. So what tends to happen on this board is fighting to attrition in this corner. So I like to stay as far away from that as possible. I like to hang out over here or hang out in Africa. One of my favorite things to do is just pick off a bunch of singles and slowly expand my board position by taking more territories than I lose. This game won't be like that. This game will be a more defensive game. And we'll see how it goes. So purple is thinking about their second turn. Looks like purple hasn't spent everyone else's turn thinking. They're going to think on their own. I sure hope they haven't gone AFK as well, because then this would be a very boring game. Sure, I like that move a lot. So purple is going to have the Asia position. They're in a better spot than me. Oh, but they don't stick around there. They move into this European continent. So I don't like Europe in this board either. Europe is worth 6. It's decently sized. It's easier to hold, I'd say, than North America, but you're probably not going to hold it. I don't really fight over continents in Progressive. They're not really worth it, right? People have half a mind to gun for you because you're holding a continent, and that's counterintuitive to my plans, right? I want to stay out of everyone's way, I want to grow, and I want to strike and eat my opponents at the right time. So this guy fucked me out of combining my forces. So I think I'm just going to take territories close to size of Brazil in terms of what it connects to is the central piece of Africa there. I would still like to move these armies into each other. I don't know if Orange is going to let me do that, but that's fine. I now have a big army in the center of the board, accomplishing basically the same thing, and then I have more out-of-the-way positions that I'm not just going to surprise lose. Orange is going to break blue. Okay, so Orange is fighting in the corner. I'm down with that. Exactly what I was kind of hinting at, is that then you have this attrition thing going on over these two continents, and it just isn't ever worth it on balance, right? Both people end up losing. I mean, sure, you can reinforce an extra 4 a turn if you hold, but the if you hold is a big if, and I don't want to fight that fight. And we'll watch, right? Blue has 4 extra troops over me. They get attacked by yellow, doesn't break. Yellow's forces are dwindling. I think yellow might be the fish. And if they are the fish, then I will eat them at the right time. Alright, purple is continuing on their Europe plan. So, that's a pretty big tell that purple is going for this continent. I'm glad that they appear to be doing that because they're thinking small. This is already the 3rd turn. If you don't hold a continent by now, you're probably not going to, and it's not going to be meaningful if you do. So my angle for this game is to, yes, and I can cut through. I will put 1 troop here and cut through, and the rest of my troops are going over here to start establishing a 2nd attacking position. And I like this a lot. No one's messing with me in North Am. I now have 5 armies off to the side, so I have three positions essentially. I'm going to now start trying to fill in this gap here, and then I'll have 1 contiguous position in the middle of the board, and then a large army off to the side, which is basically what I'm going to try to do. But next turn, because next turn is my 5th turn, and I'm first to act, normally I would want to skip getting a take, so I'm not forced to match on 5. I think in this case, given that there are so many bots, and bots tend to match early if they can, I'm just going to go about my normal play, and I'll be in the middle of the matching sequence. Not the beginning, but it's better than risking not getting a card and then not being able to eat one of my opponents when the time is right. Purple is indicating that orange taking that continent is surprising. I don't really think it is, because look what has just happened now. It's orange v blue off in the corner, and let them fight. As expected, one of the bots matches in early. They break blue. I would have laughed if they broke orange too. This is still fun. Orange can fight over this corner as much as they want. Okay. Purple continues on the Europe plan. Fine by me. Yeah, I want to hollow out this middle now. I want to fill it in. And seeing as how the next turn is the matching turn for me, I can actually be a bit more aggressive than I like to be, depending on how my rolls go. I'm going to put all 3 onto the 9. I'm going to hit the 2. If there's at least 9 troops left, I might hit the 3 as well. Because 9 on 3 is 100%, so 11 on 3 definitely going to hit it. And then I'll put, 9 on 2 is still fine. I hollowed out that middle very nicely. And now I have a 9-point army, a decent contiguous territory, 14 territories total. So I'll be reinforcing 4 troops next turn, on top of my match. And now we are moving into the mid-game. Orange is going to reinforce their continent, thinking small. Same with purple. I do like it when my opponents think small. You want to capture the entire board in your mind and picture where everyone's going to go and what everyone's going to do. And as long as you can most accurately model and predict other people's behavior, you can pay that off, usually. The games that I lose, I often lose because I am surprised by something I didn't expect. Orange thinking slowly. Did they go AFK as well? I don't know, but they missed their attack, which is too bad. Blue matches in early. Get an easy take in Oz. And pass. I wonder who's left in this game. I think it's just me v purple now. Okay, blue loses their exclave up here, so they are restricted to this side of the board. Another thing I really like to do is I like to maintain that exclave, keep me as far away from myself as possible so that any one of my opponents can't just take me out in one move. Purple's still on the Europe plan. They're going to match after me, but they're probably going to be the only person who does. Green's going to match in now. Yep. So I get the 12 instead of the 15. That's fine. Okay, yellow's starting to look real thin. I'm going to finish my plan hollowing out this middle. I'm going to put a couple of troops over. Oh, I got the bonus for that one. I'm going to put 10 stack out there and continue hollowing out the middle. I also don't like to spoil the fact that I have super speed right away. And I'm going to move my army away from purple so that they don't feel threatened. So I hollowed out that middle, but now I'm not facing them down, right? I'm not pointing my gun at them, I'm pointing my gun the other way. Let my opponents make the aggressive move into me and then I retaliate. That's usually how I play it. Or I just eat them in one strike when they don't expect it. I don't like to give too many tells. I don't like to show my hand and say, hey, I'm coming at you. I usually like to react until I can actually defeat a person. Yellow moving into my space. I'm going to have to remove that. Actually, they're holding 3 cards. Are they Yeah, okay. Okay, okay. Purple's going to get Europe now. My hope, though, is that they don't push into me. I'm going to give them a well played. You have your continent, sir. Don't push into me, and we don't have a problem. Perfect. This game is going very well for me. So one of the bots is probably, well, it wouldn't be one of the bots, it would be orange. Would be the one to break. So I don't think that's going to happen. Purple, oh! One of the bots breaks. Alright, there we go. Spoke too soon. It's not really worth trying to hold continents in progressive. Good rule of thumb to maintain. I'm going to get these two pieces back, and that's all I'm going to do. And line myself up to take out yellow. Oh, it's real close, though. Maybe I can take them out now. I'm going to try to take them out now. This might be dumb. Let's see how it goes. Okay, I don't got that, though. Alright, let's see. Alright, we got it. So now I have to do something aggressive, because I've shown my opponents that I have the ability. What do I do with these troops? Nothing. I don't do anything. I don't even take South Am. Just put them all into Brazil. Reinforce the 9 into that. And pass the turn. Holding 4 cards. Hopefully I have a match. I have 1 large striking army. Then I'll be able to defeat another opponent on my next turn. I do have a match. This game is over. Orange pushes into blue. 38 troops, 3 cards. Blue takes back. Oh, blue matches in. Okay, blue is not the fish. Yeah, it was very close. Maybe I took too big of a risk trying to take yellow there when I did, but it worked. It looks like green is the fish. Unless green matches, I'll defeat them on my next turn. And if they do match, then I'll eat purple, or I'll eat orange instead. Also of note on this board, this territory does not connect to that one, even though it totally looks like it does. SMG, fix that if you can. Okay. Again, thinking small. Purple retakes Europe. Yeah, looks like green's the fish. Holding 4. I got this. And that will pretty much clinch the game right now. And here goes green. And I will take orange out after that. Preserve the Joker. Alright, so I gotta put 5 there. I gotta put 6 there. And the rest go into orange over here. Wish him a good game now. And he's a gentleman. Okay, make sure I remove both of purple's 2-point exclaves, even if I don't finish purple, which I will. He is backbroken. See, had I left my army there, I'd be trapped, right? Don't get stuck with that. I feel like this victory was pretty clinical. I've been having a ton of success on this board. I would really like to crack the top 100. I'm doing pretty well, pretty consistent. My highest rank of all time was 121. So my new goal is to break the top 100. Right now, started this game ranked 216, defeating 2 beginners and an intermediate. We go up to 210. So it's very slow going from here on up. I have to win long streaks without any losses. But you know what? I think I can. Another 111 rank points. I think I can get there. I'd be very consider that very accomplished if I could. This is my win-loss ratio there. Hope you guys enjoyed the video and found some of this interesting and informative. And until next time, for all of you on the path to world domination, good games and good luck.